Hi there, this week we're talking electrolytes. What are they and do I need to supplement them? Electrolytes are simply charged minerals. They dissolve in water, so therefore they're lost easily in sweat. They're very important in many cellular functions, particularly in homeostasis, which is keeping things the same. So the acid-base balance in a lot of the body functions is very important, and electrolytes help us with this. Examples of this are your blood pH or the body hydration levels. Electrolytes are also very important for muscle function and nerve impulses. If you've heard the terms acidosis and alkalosis, these can refer to metabolic or even respiratory imbalance in these electrolytes. The most important electrolytes in a horse's body are sodium, potassium, chloride, calcium and magnesium. During exercise, horses can lose a lot of electrolytes through their sweat. Horses' sweat is actually isotonic, which means the concentration of salt in their sweat is actually higher than the concentration of salt in their body fluids. A loss of 20 litres of sweat can lose about 250 grams of electrolytes. So at this point, I'd love you to pause the video and go and have a look at your favourite electrolyte paste or just a common electrolyte paste and check out how many grams of electrolytes are actually in that, bearing in mind the number of 250 grams per 20 litres of sweat. Okay, so I hope you look that up and have a number in your head. And let's bear in mind now that a horse can lose 10 to 12 litres of sweat an hour in intense exercise or hot weather. You can see that replacing these electrolytes can become very important, and sometimes a paste is not only just a drop in the ocean, but actually a very inefficient and sometimes even dangerous way to replace electrolytes in a horse. Just as a by the way, about 1 kilo of lucerne can contain about 30 grams of electrolytes. So let's compare this and throw it into the mix as well. The bad news, unfortunately, is you can't load electrolytes. So you can't give your horse a huge dose of electrolytes before you exercise. So it's really important that their daily feeds are balanced and they're constantly balanced with these electrolytes. After very intense exercise, it's actually rehydration that's very important. The electrolytes lost will be regained several days after through the horse's diet. Okay, but the trick here is to rehydrate your horse the best way, we need to involve electrolytes as well. Confused yet? Let me explain. If you offer a horse an isotonic water, which is an equal amount of concentration of salt, so basically a salt water solution, immediately after intense exercise, then when you offer plain water a little bit later, it's been shown that they drink much more using that protocol. The electrolytes lost in sweat are predominantly sodium, potassium and chloride, then calcium and magnesium, and the other electrolytes in that are really much less significant. So sodium chloride is actually the common table salt that we use, not light salt, not iodized salt, but sodium chloride. So many horse owners can really get away with just throwing some table salt in their horse's food. Forage and grain often don't supply enough sodium to meet your horse's needs, so adding some table salt into your horse's feed is never a bad idea. So, do I need to routinely supplement my horse with electrolytes? Supplementing electrolytes does require a bit of investigation for individual horses. The level of supplementation and what they need to be supplemented with is really determined by the weather, their body condition, how fit they are, the duration and the effort of the exercise that they're doing. Many people that lightly ride their horse can really get away with just adding a little bit of table salt into their everyday feed. Most exercising horses will need some level of sweat replacement supplementation. Bear in mind too that a good electrolyte supplement has little or no sugar and is based around salt. If you and your horse aren't into performance sports, then you can get away too with making a mix of at-home electrolytes with a simple mixture of equal amounts of normal table salt and light salt. By light salt, I don't mean iodized salt, I mean potassium chloride based salt. This mix can be fed at around 30 grams a day to your horse. Thanks for listening. Please like the video below, subscribe to my channel. Any comments, feel free to pop them down. I will reply to them. Hop on over to my website and get some more information. See you next time.